I didn't touch him.
You know.
Listen.
Hey, we know, buddy. We know.
First and foremost, somebody was in the room saying that I was scared of them. So I stepped to him and showed him who was the boss of this fight.
Terrence Bud Crawford and Canelo Alvarez nearly came to blows during a heated press conference in New York. What started as trash talk turned physical when Crawford shoved a stage divider in anger, and Canelo fired back with a push of his own. The scene got so intense that Dana White and security had to rush in and break things up. Tension spiked after Crawford clapped back at Canelo's demand for a smaller ring, saying, "I'm hunting everything he got." Fans were locked in, watching the two stare each other down like the fight had already begun.
I always try to respect my opponents, and I think he don't did them because he really wanted to do. I think Turki Al-Ashi told him, "You need to do something," and he did. And now before I respect his word because he say, "Oh, I'm not gonna let somebody to tell me what I need to do," and he did. So, but you know me. Just I respect everybody, but if you with me, so it's gonna be different.
Terrence, is that true? Did Turki Al-Sheikh ask you to spice things up?
Turkey didn't ask me to do nothing. I didn't touch him.
Crawford made one thing clear: he's not scared of Canelo, not even a little. During the press tour, he walked right up to him, stared him down, and let everyone know who's in control. He didn't just say he's ready for the challenge, he showed it. Crawford promised to bring the fight to Canelo, to stand his ground, and never let anyone push him around in the ring. It wasn't just talk. Every stare, every step forward sent a message. Crawford isn't here to survive. He's here to win.
You know.
Listen.
Hey, we know, buddy. We know.
First and foremost, somebody was in the room saying that I was scared of them. So I stepped to him and showed him who was the boss of this fight. I ain't scared of.
Hey, I never say that. Your uncle say that, not me.
I ain't scared of and you're gonna find that out. As you seen, the last press conference.
We'll see.
When I walked you down, when you supposed to be the bigger man.
Yeah, hey, you say that because you fighting with nobody, and you obviously look like you're a great fighter. But you find out September 13th, this is gonna be different for you.
Canelo wasn't fazed by the press conference scuffle. He explained it's simply Crawford got close, so he reacted. According to him, that push was just a reflex. Canelo admitted tensions were high, but made it clear that respect still exists. He called Crawford a solid fighter with serious experience, someone who's hungry and sharp. But make no mistake, Canelo says he's just as motivated. He believes this might be one of the toughest and most important fights of his career.
Canelo, what did you think about the shove and that moment that happened on stage?
Oh, I'm turning on right now.
Right? Yeah. Did it make you want to go harder for the 13th?
I don't know. Made me feel more excited.
Love it.
I'm gonna train soccer.
The New York face-off between Crawford and Canelo was no typical press event. It was personal. When Canelo refused one of Crawford's challenges, Crawford fired back with a jab of his own, saying, "The only running I'll be doing is upside his head, and he's got a big head too." The crowd lit up. Then when Canelo mentioned wanting a smaller ring, Crawford responded with fire in his voice. He said he'd be hunting everything Canelo has. That's when things boiled over. Crawford stepped forward, Canelo shoved, and security had to rush in before things went too far.
He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. I think this fight is gonna be in the books of the history of boxing for sure. That's for sure.
For sure, them belts coming with me. They coming home with me. I'm telling you right now.
You can see it, but it's gonna be difficult. You take it to your
I'm taking them. And ain't nothing you gonna be able to do about it come fight
and
night.
I know Turkey is in your corner,
I promise you.
But look, it's
All
gonna
right.
be very difficult. He's gonna be so mad that day. Believe me.
I see you. I see you. You see I'm different.
I see you too.
You see I'm different than all the other ones.
No, I see you. No, you don't know different. You're nothing different.
I'm different.
Nothing different.
I'm different.
We'll see.
You gonna see. You know it.
We'll see.
We gonna see.
Crawford shared an interesting moment from Riyadh's surprise dinner with Canelo just before their big press conference. The meal was arranged by Saudi promoter Turki Al-Sheikh. The atmosphere was respectful, even lighthearted. But Crawford noticed something. While everyone else ate, Canelo barely touched his plate. Crawford later found out why Canelo couldn't stop thinking about their upcoming fight. That dinner showed mutual respect, but Crawford made it clear once the bell rings, all the friendliness is out the window. It's business from that moment on.
Menu last night.
Man, there was so much food there. I couldn't eat. I had just ate, so it was kind of crazy.
Did you get the sense that Canelo was perhaps trying to scope you out, or was it just a friendly dinner?
It was a friendly dinner. You know, it wasn't no animosity, bad blood, or anything like that.
Was His Excellency trying to probe anything between you, ask some questions that might cause some hairy moment?
Nah, not at all. Not at all. It was all cool.
David Benavidez gave Crawford real credit heading into the Canelo fight. He said Crawford's fight IQ and sharp boxing skills give him a solid 70% shot at pulling off the win, especially if he adds enough weight to compete at super middleweight. Benavidez pointed out how Crawford has always found ways to beat top opponents and rise under pressure. Still, he admitted the jump in weight is no joke. Later, he adjusted his take, saying Canelo should be a slight favorite, maybe 64. Because of the size difference, his take showed respect for both fighters and just how unpredictable this fight really is.
Terence Crawford, does he have an opportunity to beat Canelo?
I think if anybody has a chance to beat Canelo, I think it's Terence Crawford. His IQ is on another level. He's a great fighter and he's strong. It's just that it's a lot of weight. I wouldn't be surprised if Terence Crawford wins. Wouldn't be surprised if Terence Crawford, when he went up against the best opposition, like Errol Spence, he showed what level he's on, what type of dog he is. So I don't know. You really have to let these fights play out to see what happens. He might get hurt. That might activate him to come back strong.
Could you still make 68?
I don't want to make 68.
No, I know you don't. Terence wins 68.
Yeah, if that's, yeah, I can make one.
Stephen A. Smith weighed in on ESPN and kept it real about Canelo versus Crawford. He said this matchup feels special, like when all-time greats meet in their prime. He praised both men for their careers, but put a spotlight on Crawford's high IQ and adaptability. Stephen A. believes Crawford's southpaw stance could throw Canelo off. But at the same time, he acknowledged Canelo's raw power and deep championship resume. In his eyes, this isn't just another fight, it's a battle between two masters of their craft.
Let me tell you what I think should be going. The notion that Terence Bud Crawford should move up 3 weight classes, 21 pounds, to fight Canelo Alvarez. He's entirely too small. Jamel Charlo already proved that. Y'all remember that scene from Rocky? Remember that scene from Rocky 2? When Carl Weathers was Apollo Creed and his trainer was like, can I be honest? I saw you beat this man within an inch of his life. And he kept coming. He wouldn't go away. He's wrong for us, baby. He's wrong. Let it go. Apollo couldn't do it. And lost fight number 2. Trained him for Rocky 3, and then got killed in Rocky 4 by Drago because he couldn't let it go. Bud Crawford needs to let it go.
A lot of analysts are pointing to Dimitri Bivol's 2022 win over Canelo as the blueprint. Crawford should follow. Bivol controlled that fight with a strong jab, quick feet, and smart bursts of offense that kept Canelo guessing. Crawford's team seems to agree. His trainer, Brian Bayomack McIntyre, has reportedly studied both the Bivol and Mayweather fights to build a game plan around movement, speed, and sharp counters. Some experts think Crawford should also use Lara's off-the-rope style cutting, angles, switching stances, and avoiding toe-to-toe exchanges. The strategy is clear: keep Canelo off balance, stick and move, and outthink him from bell to bell.
Bivol is the fight you got to study if you're Crawford. Crawford ain't Floyd, but he can do a Bivol. The problem is Bivol's a big dude. This is rough because this fight is only a matchup fight. Let me tell you what I mean. I got a lot of fighters Canelo fought at 168 beating Crawford. I got Caleb Plant beating Crawford. I got Berlanga beating Crawford. I got Callum Smith beating Crawford. Just way too huge, of course. But that's why Crawford ain't campaigning at 168. He's trying to beat Nello because Nello is a special case. He's one of the best fighters of all time. And he's actually a little guy who ballooned up to 160.
Crawford has shrugged off talk about the size gap between him and Canelo, but the numbers tell a different story. While Crawford has mostly ruled the welterweight division, Canelo has fought as high as light heavyweight. That's a big jump, just in pounds, but in natural strength and frame. Moving up to 168 pounds without any rehydration clause could be a real problem. Critics believe it gives Canelo a built-in edge. He's used to carrying that weight, while Crawford's never even fought at that level.
Has the Canelo fight, realistically left your mind once he said he's not interested, or you're still pursuing it?
Not at all. I think business talk. With the right business come across the table, it happened. I just be talking, man. Canelo a big dude, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I believe in my abilities. He's a heavy dude, but he's not a big guy. Like, he's 5'8", I'm 5'8", you know what I mean? My arm's longer than his, so that fight would be good.
At first, Canelo didn't seem all that interested in a fight with Crawford, but later, his tone shifted. He said he's open to fighting anyone, as long as the money's right and the fight means something for his legacy.
Terrence Crawford, his name keeps coming up, and I know he's a lot smaller than you. Is that a fight that you would ever consider under any circumstance?
I always say if the fight make sense, why not? But he's not in the plan.
He's not in the plan?
No.
Okay. Is there a specific reason for it? Is it because of his size, or it won't do anything for you in terms of pushing you toward your goals?
Like I say, if it makes sense, maybe. I don't know right now. I just gonna enjoy this fight, and please let me enjoy this fight. And then you gonna know what is next, for sure.
Canelo even joked that the real opponent in this fight isn't Crawford, it's the massive paycheck. Word is, the bout could bring in up to $150 million. That kind of payday is hard to ignore. And with both fighters being global stars, this isn't just a big fight, it's a potential mega event. One that could rival the biggest boxing pay-per-views in history.
Look, the fight with Benavides, like you say, fight. Your fight. So, I don't care about that, but the move, right?
Did you hear what Turkey said? He got on the stage and said, I beat Canelo on offer. He's smart to take. What are your response to that?
Send me the offer, and if it's what I want, I'm gonna take it.
Would you put a rehydration clause in there?
I don't like to talk about other fight when
you understand, like that's the fight that everyone wants to see. That's the fight that fans want to see when they're with.
I understand that. Same happened with Dollar.
Yeah, and it happened.
And same happened with
and it happened.
And same happened with the video Sunday.
And it happened. I think it happened.
And with Tro, and with Mayweather, and with Toro.
That's why I believe the fight happened. Would you ever go up to 175? It's 168. I feel like you fought everybody. They're taking belts away from you. 175, you got Benavides, you got Morel, you got the rematch with Filo.
If I go 175, after that,
that would be the first time. And then you can look around and see what's out there.
And then
would you make a Crawford performance to get the medal ball?
I think he knows why his class is there, right? He make a good fight, but for me, I think he lost the fight or draw.
Okay.
Or would be the other side.
He was saying your name a lot all week. I was out there in LA.
Because he want to sell the fight. If they don't talk about me, they don't say it.
Would you look at a fight with Crawford? So in the past, you told me no.
If the money is right for me,
money's got to be big.
I don't like fighters.
Wait, but do you want to say 168 or look 169? All right, big fight, number 14. Watch it on ppv.com. Now Alvarez going for more history.
Canelo, Johnny Boy Boxley. Man.
Speaking on the Breakfast Club with Charlemagne Thagard, Canelo gave Crawford credit for his skills but raised a valid concern. He said Crawford, jumping 3 weight classes to take this fight, could hurt how people view the win. If Canelo beats him, critics might say Crawford was just too small. Even though Canelo respects him as a fighter, he admitted that a victory over someone coming up from a much lower weight might not carry the same weight as beating someone already in his division.
That could have been made, right? Folks wanted, obviously everybody wants you to fight Benavides, and now there's conversation about Crawford. Crawford saying he wanted to fight you. Everybody wants to fight you.
Yeah.
Now I saw after the end of the Crawford fight, the how they call him, the Excellency. Yeah, Turkey. His Excellency. The Sheik said that he would be willing to pay whatever you want to fight Crawford.
Fine.
Yeah.
If he's willing to pay whatever I want, comes out.
That'll work. Yeah, so if yeah, you're in. So if the numbers were right with Crawford, you'll do it.
Why not? Why not? I think Crawford, don't get me wrong, he's a great fighter. But for me, in my weight class, it's an easy fight. For me, easy money. So if the money is right, I'm in. Because, I don't like to fight guys like Crawford because he move a lot and the fight is not that great. I saw Crawford the last fight and he don't move that much now. So if the money is right, I'm in. Why not?
How you think he did at that weight, at 154? How you think Crawford did?
They are a weight class for a reason, and you need to ask him. It's different. I know in his mind he think he can do whatever he wants because he's very talented fighter. He's a very good fighter.